Deep in the shadows of the LEGO world lies a creation that doesn't follow the usual rules. It's not a licensed theme, it's not a store exclusive, and it's something slightly darker in theme. This isn't Hogwarts or Ninjago, and it's definitely not your typical LEGO castle. This is Adventure in Transylvania, a fan-designed set soaked in gothic horror, hidden corridors, eerie staircases, and old-world dread. Today we're going to be deep diving into what makes this set not just unique, but maybe the darkest LEGO build that we've ever seen, and how it compares to LEGO's creepiest creations so far. Don't forget guys, if you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you don't want to miss out on future videos, then hit the subscribe and bell notification button. It really is appreciated. The Adventure in Transylvania set comes from a place that many LEGO fans still don't fully know about, and that's the BrickLink Designer Program. This is where the advanced LEGO fans, builders from around the world, submit their designs and you vote with your wallet. There's no LEGO logos, there's no mass production, just passion projects turned into limited run sets for those fast enough to grab them. There are 5 sets coming this year in Series 5, and you can get your hands on each one from the 10th of June, so not long for you to wait now. At number 1 we've got the Thieves of Tortuga, a pirate-themed port set deep in the heart of the Caribbean. Number 2 we've got the Mushroom Village, a tranquil home for the forest elves. Then at number 3 we have the Antique Shop, and number 4 the Popcorn Wagon, and then we've got this one. And this has to be one of my most favourite BrickLink Designer Program sets so far, and it's definitely coming home with me. It's built by a designer with a clear obsession for mystery, folklore, medieval decay and vampire legends. From the first glance, it's not just a build, it's a story waiting to be told. The designer says that they were inspired by 2 standout LEGO sets from 2023. The first was the Lord of the Rings Rivendell set, which was so perfect it pushed them to take a completely different approach with this one, and the Orient Express, which brought attention to the Eastern European legends and dark folklore. When LEGO Series 25 minifigures introduced the Vampire Knight, the designer talks about the fact that the concept clicked into place for him and for this design. The result was this, a raw medieval fortress which meets delicate gothic architecture, dark red walls that give the castle a sense of menace and dread, and dark blue roof that contrasts both beautifully and pays subtle tribute to the legendary Orient Express. However, as you can see by the images, this isn't a castle that's meant to host a banquet, it's a castle that's meant to hide secrets. The architecture leans fully into the Gothic theme, sharply angled towers, iron-barreled windows, stone textures, spindly vines, and just enough asymmetry for it to feel slightly haunted. It stands tall and narrow with subtle curves and detail, like it's been standing there for centuries, just as you would expect, somehow like it's been forgotten. Outside the build, there are trees with autumn leaves, with fall covering parts of the pathways outside of the structure to provide more atmosphere to the build. And then if you move on inside, it gets even better. There are several characters and shadowy rooms, each telling part of a chilling tale, including the possibility of hidden skeletons and tombs. It's the kind of set that rewards exploration. Even once it's built, it looks like one of those sets that you'll keep discovering something new inside. Now let's talk a little bit about that title. Is this LEGO's darkest set yet? And that's a bold claim, so let's see how it stacks up. LEGO is no stranger to the spooky. We've had the Monster Fighters theme, the Haunted House, the tech-driven ghosts of Hidden Side, and even the Fairground Haunted House in the Icons line. But here's the thing, those sets have all been quite playful, campy if you will, full of gimmicks and jokes. None of them, including the LEGO Haunted House, were as dark as this set promises to be. Adventure in Transylvania seems different. This set embraces the true gothic horror with decay, atmosphere, and a sense of dread baked into every wall. It doesn't just look haunted, it feels cursed. It doesn't wink at the audience, it dares you to step inside. So is it LEGO's darkest build yet? Well, I think absolutely. In tone, storytelling and design, It stands truly alone from anything else that has come before. And I'm excited about this one. In fact, I'm probably more excited about this than any other set that's going to be coming this year. Now let's talk about the included characters, because no Gothic story is complete without them. In this set we're going to be going to get 14 minifigs, one of which looks like he's a skeleton inside the crypt in the basement of the build, but it looks like something is missing at the top of the tower. We would want to usually see a vampire lord watching over this crumbling estate, but actually there's no vampire included in this set. Now this might have something to do with the fact that the BrickLink Designer Program only allows designers to build sets with currently available pieces, and I believe at the time of creating this video there is no vampire minifig in production. If there is no vampire in this set, I do think it's going to be a real shame considering its theme, but the designer can only work with what he has, I guess. In any case, that's not going to be the end of the world. A vampire minifig could technically be purchased separately on a third party marketplace, and I know that's something that I'll probably look to do to add to this set. But with that being said, it's not just about what's there, it's about what's implied, the unseen monsters and the legends, the centuries of forgotten history. A portrait of Dracula can be seen hung above the crypt where his skeleton presumably lies, hinting back to the dark past of the castle. With the hints and nods built within this structure, this set doesn't tell you the story, it invites you to write it. So that brings us on to the question, who is this dark set for? Honestly, this is going to be one for the adult fans of Lego, the collectors and the Halloween lovers, and I'm all of those three things. Anyone who wants to have this as a centerpiece that feels both mysterious and meaningful. Sure, it's slightly playable, but that's not why you would buy this set. You buy this to display it, maybe even place a lighting kit onto it, place it behind some old books and let it quietly dominate your own Lego collection. It's the exact opposite of the Bright City sets that we normally see. It's eerie, elegant, and it's slightly twisted. Whether it joins your Monster Fighters haunted house, your hidden side display, or your custom Halloween village, Adventure in Transylvania feels like a missing puzzle piece that's finally been found. It's the set that Lego should have created a long time ago, but it took a fan designer to do that for them. But this is one to keep an eye on, as this is one that you might easily miss. And you probably won't see this set again. BrickLink Designer Program sets are crowdfunded. They don't go on lego.com. They're not seen on the shelves in the local store. And there are usually no restocks, although we've seen some North American restocks of old sets just recently. But normally there's no second chances. If you want to buy Adventure in Transylvania, you're going to have to back it during the campaign window. Otherwise it's going to be one that's gone for good, so you need to get yourself ready on June the 10th, ready to commit and purchase this set. So even in the absence of the Dracula minifig, if Lego ever released a vampire lair, then this would be it. Adventure in Transylvania is not just a set, it's an experience. It's a haunted monument to everything gothic and brilliant about fan design Lego builds. So would you add it to your collection? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Lego releases and leaks coming soon. And I'll see you in the next one.